Greetings from North Little Rock, Arkansas. It's beautiful, 61 or so degrees out here. Today is Monday, March 25th. I've just completed day 1 and day 2 of my orientation at Maverick Transportation. And just to sum it up really quickly, it's been quite what they even will categorize as an overload of information. They're giving you a lot of information quickly just because of the nature of what needs to take place in a relatively short amount of time. Day 1, some of the things that they emphasized would have been the climate and the culture here at Maverick Transportation, the idea of professionalism, the idea of being a Maverick and what that means. And basically, in a nutshell, what that means is that if you don't want to consider yourself to be a professional, to be more respected, to behave more professionally than other people in the industry, then Maverick Transportation might not be the best fit for you, because that's what they're all about here. They definitely have their own climate and culture and identity, and it's very successful, and it's very safe, and it's very professional, and that's the virtue that they want to instill in all of the new drivers. So if that doesn't sound like something that you're into, then you wouldn't be into the idea of that here. Don't get me wrong though, their people are very friendly, they're very laid back, and they're very easygoing, but they're very serious and they're very squared away, which is what you need to be if you're going to haul 80,000 pounds down the highway in a vehicle next to my family or next to your family. So that was one of the highlights of day 1. And then day 2, today, we had some more classroom training with some safety videos and evaluations to take after that. Then we did our DOT physical, which is pretty standard. It's the same type of thing that takes place at every DOT physical: blood pressure, urinalysis, eye exam. Maverick did a hair follicle exam. As you can see, I've got pretty short hair anyway, but they took some off of my forearm. They were able to just shave a bald patch on my forearm, sent that all away. And then we had the agilities test that is unique to Maverick Transportation. Other companies do that as well, but this particular agilities test they devised to ensure that a person is physically able to perform the minimum standards of this job. There's lots of other great videos online that'll walk you through exactly what types of things are being evaluated there. They're talking about things like grip strength, range of mobility. Can you bend over and touch your toes? Can you bend backwards at the waist? How far can you move your neck and reach up, back over behind your head and such? Then they have more of an agilities component that's geared towards the type of work you would be involved with doing flatbed work or temperature controlled. You've got to lift heavy things off of the floor. There's some sandbags from bucket to bucket. You've got to lift a box up onto a table, a box with weights in it. Then there's a milk crate type of wooden box with probably about 40 or 50 pounds that you need to lift up off of the floor, bringing your elbows out sideways with the weighted box at your chin. I'm in pretty good shape. I work out regularly, and that wasn't difficult for me, but it was difficult for a lot of people. They take you out then and you perform some various functions on a flatbed trailer, such as the one that a lot of people hear about and worry about is hoisting themselves up onto a box that's probably 4.5 feet tall or so. That was easier than I thought it would be. And again, I do a lot of push-ups regularly. I'm in pretty good shape, so that wasn't that bad, but some people couldn't do it. The test itself isn't difficult in the sense that they're not trying to fail anybody. They'll show you tricks and tips that might make the particular elements of the exam easier for you, but if you can't perform those types of activities, you probably shouldn't be trying to get into this line of work anyway. And it's unfortunately just the way it is with the nature of trucking in general, especially flatbed work. So that was pretty much the majority of day 2, which was today. And we had some other safety videos and evaluations and a map reading class, which, being a fan of cartography since I was a wee little child, I really enjoyed that and even learned some new things. I drove before and owned 5 or 6 old Rand McNally motor carriers atlases, and even still I learned something new today that I didn't know about how to read the details of a map. So that was cool. Give you all a little update, and hope that you find this helpful, and thanks a bunch. We will see you again